Alright guys, major new info for Neverness To Everness because we finally have some early gameplay and kit details for Shinku. A lot of the kit info came out. She's one of the upcoming version 1.2 S-rank characters, and from the looks of it, Shinku is now shaping up to be one of the most aggressive and flashy playstyle DPS units we've ever had in a game. Not only do we have a pretty good picture of how her combat works, we have info on her normal attack, her skill, passive, her ultimate, the fact that she has 2 forms. She's looking like an insane character. And before we go into the full kit info, real quick, if you guys want to stay updated on everything about NTE, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because with the 1.2 update right around the corner, we're probably going to be getting even more information very soon. And the same thing for 1.1 Phase 2, which is right around the corner. I'll keep you guys updated on everything coming out for the update. But for now, let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. Starting with the basics and the release date of Shinku. So thanks to drip marketing, we have an official look at the character, and this also gave us confirmation that she is the first phase S-rank character of the 1.2 update, with her expected release date to be on July 10. And for more basics of Shinku, the drip also officially confirmed Shinku to be the Cosmos element character. So with that in mind, she appears to be a full burst Cosmos DPS character, very similar in a way to Hotori, another Cosmos burst DPS character. However, they will have a very different playstyle. Visually, from what we expect from Shinku, between the horns and the aggressive fighting style and the dragging-like aesthetic, she definitely feels like one of those characters that was made to stand out. She can have very close range combat and also a very fierce way of fighting, as we've seen from one of the previous cutscenes that just came out with the 1.2 update. She's looking quite interesting. But now we have the actual juicy details about her kit, so we can break that down in this video. I'm going to pull it up here, starting with the normal attack. So for the normal attack, this is the actual gameplay description. Shinku's normal attack consists of 5-hit combo that deals Cosmos damage, and while attacking, she builds a resource, and the resource is called Wrath. And additionally, she also can perform with the normal attacks, the usual plunge attack while airborne, and we also have the info saying the branch attack by holding the normal attack button during the 3rd, 4th, and 5th hit. So that is the preview we have on the normal attack. Next up, we can now check out the skill. Here it says Shinku dashes forward and deals multiple instances of Cosmos damage while generating Wrath. This already sounds like a very fast-paced ability and likely serves as one of her primary methods of building this resource, and once she enters her special state later on, the skill itself will also get an upgraded version, basically an enhanced version, while in something called Runaway State. Now we'll see how she gets into that state a bit later on, as next up we got the ultimate and also info on how she transforms. So this is where Shinku really starts becoming interesting. Her ultimate consumes all accumulated Wrath and deals AoE Cosmos damage, but more importantly, it's that this will activate her second form. She transforms into her Runaway State. This is basically where her entire playstyle changes. During the Runaway State, it's listed here, her normal attack becomes Runaway normal attacks, her skill become a upgraded Runaway skill, we have her ultimate changes into a special Runaway finisher, and instead of generating Wrath, she generates something new called Runaway E-Charge. Using the ultimate, you're basically using a completely different character. Essentially, Shinku has 2 forms. We have the base form, and then you want to enter the Runaway State as fast as possible using the ultimate. And this is by basically building the Wrath, as the ultimate will consume all the Wrath. From what we went over so far, we can already know a pretty good rotation of this character, how she works. Basically, you start off building Wrath with the normal attack and a normal skill, you enter Runaway State with the ultimate, then spend that state dealing massive amounts of burst damage before finishing everything with one huge attack, and this is when the burst comes into play, as we have the finisher move. The finisher move is here, it says perform a powerful dash attack followed by a large AoE breath attack. Breath attack sounds really interesting because she does look like a dragon, so it could potentially be quite a cool finisher to see once we have the actual in-game gameplay. And naturally, using that big finisher move, it deals massive Cosmos damage and ends the Runaway State. So if the animations are anywhere near as flashy as they sound, I can already see Shinku becoming one of the most popular characters in the game. Now we have one last thing, it's her passive. So passive called Charge Enhancement. There's 2 abilities here. One of her passive abilities actually provide team-wide energy regen. All field characters gain the same amount of energy. This could be very powerful, basically acting as the energy support. So this already sounds incredibly strong, especially characters that are more reliant on ultimate, and I imagine she might be buffing herself with this new passive as well. And now for the second passive here, it says greatly improved team-wide energy regeneration and ultimate uptime. So this second line is even more important because ultimate uptime sounds quite interesting. This could be buffing herself, but also give very important ultimates of teammates more uptime usage overall. So even though Shinku looks like a main DPS, a burst main DPS, she may actually provide support utility at the same time, which sounds very, very powerful. Now from everything we've seen so far, Shinku looks like a high-speed DPS. Her gameplay seems to be revolved around building the RAF, entering Runaway State, using enhanced attacks, building the Runaway energy when you enter the new state, and then with the big finisher, which will for sure be quite a move with the huge explosion of damage, saying how it's a breath attack. And honestly, she reminds me of the kind of character that rewards staying on the field and constantly attacking. So she's probably going to appeal to players who love flashy combos and very aggressive gameplay. But now the big question is, we just broke down all the latest info on Shinku. She looks quite amazing. One thing to keep in mind is this is still early info and everything is still subject to change because version 1.2 hasn't finished yet, especially even the beta. And based on what we know so far, Shinku is looking incredibly strong. She got burst damage, AoE capabilities, 2 different states, team energy utility, fast gameplay, ult utility, and of course extremely flashy animations. With her expected on July 10, she's right around the corner. But the good news is we don't have to wait too long until we get official gameplay of Shinku and an official look at her kit. As from what I've seen, the livestream for 1.2 is actually right around the corner. I just want to confirm when the 1.2 special program is going to come out. I believe they already posted it on the CN side. Oh yeah, so I found it right here. The CN version 1.2 999 Nights preview special program goes live on June 27. So by next week, we're already getting official look at Shinku, all her gameplay, all her abilities. So that'll be pretty hype. And of course, everything else coming out in 1.2, like the new content, events, rewards, the other character, and many more. So stay tuned as we'll have a lot to talk about by next week. Plus, the second phase of 1.1 is right around the corner. But yeah guys, that's everything we currently know about Shinku so far. If some of this stuff ends up being confirmed on release, would you still pull on the character? Let me know down below. Are you guys planning to pull for Shinku based on what we went over or the design alone? Or are you saving up for Iroi and some of the future characters instead? But as always, thank you guys for watching and for all the support recently on the channel. We got a ton more NT videos coming next week, especially as version 1.2 approaches. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.